North America on this map.
Well, it's a good way to start if you're M80. An actual strong execute as well, no less. naf coming through with the dualies. He manages to get a nice little 4-piece. Sin's the last one standing. He wants the ace. Not going to get it. And it will be the round going the way of Liquid, despite a promising start with the execute. This is going to be a very difficult take. Now, because of the utility that's down, things maybe get a little bit more uncomfortable. That's a nice shot from Slacks to drop Cadian, who is getting a little more aggressive towards A main. And what I thought would be more difficult might be a guaranteed win. I think Liquid's going to have to save here. They were really far away with the way those players in mid were trying to support.
Cadian has enough money to repurchase an op. No problem. naf, of course, can M4 armor utility up, no problem as well. So
that is a nice position from Cadian. Good awareness here from Liquid. Again, that's one of the things that just makes this team a little bit better on Anubis. Even if you learn the smokes and setups for these executes, it's that second-hand nature that comes with playing the map more regularly that makes Liquid scary. So even when you think you've got an opening, Liquid knows like the tips and tricks to play around the map a little bit more than M80 is. What is Cadian gonna do here? He's playing behind Cake. The nade is going to be pretty close. No, it actually sails a little bit, but as the smoke dissipates from the HE, he'll hit the shot with the op. He's got to be careful, though, as they're pushing from both angles. He's got support in top sight, but it doesn't actually do as much damage as one might hope. It will be a 10-second-ish plant coming in from M80, as we've already got Liquid going a double flank on A main. They've been spotted out. The pop flash was there. A counter flash in return. Well thrown, but no damage. Or no kill, excuse me, coming through. Damage being dealt to both Yekindar and twistzz.
they can't quite make it in there.
Like, even as player in mid, how does he survive despite the fact that he was so low on HP? You know, Yekindar does get a parting gift, and he's going to try to run back in. I think he's looking for an op.
Yeah, he's trying to get that one that was
not
dropped,
but
it got rotated out. Yeah.
He's got the flank play if they can just hold them for a little while longer here in mid. It's all on Skulls. He's got to do work, and he does. He finds two. How does that happen? The flank doesn't even matter. The remaining two players are going to be coming in from main. They are going to secure the site and go for a plant, but it's going to be a 4-on-2, and the retake's coming through already, but Rek is there with two of his own. We're down to a 2-on-2. Chaos on the site. But the bomb's been planted, and it's up to Liquid to try to get back in.
And that double up that he got, you know, completely turns around on its head. Until now, with it said and done, it's going to be 3-4.
Keep them back a bit, because you know it's going to go deep in rounds, even if you have a lopsided half. That's the entry they needed, though, from Malbs. It's through the smoke onto naf. They're looking for a little bit more, and they'll spot out Yekindar as well through the smoke. And how quickly the site's been lost. twistzz doing some damage back from spawn, but this might be another save.
And this time they can't really buy around it. This time they do have to probably bite the bullet and save. Maybe upgraded pistols at best. Maybe you're right. Maybe he did get stuck. I thought he had a way out, though.
But look at this again. The aggression is what's making this work. Cadian has pushed through main, so he knows that they're still over here. That's going to allow the CT side to continue this stack. Skulls picks off one. There's still one on site. It's naf with a P250, and it's pretty significant damage being dealt. Are they prepared for Cadian this quickly on the flank? There is an AK down, and he can probably grab it if they don't time this well. There's the swing. Now he's got the gun. It's a 1v1, and he's even managed to upgrade to an op, but aim punch takes over. Doesn't really stand a chance at that point.
A little bit of a tempo change here from M80 on this A hit, but good counter incendiary from Skulls. Okay. That was maybe not the call. Skulls is loving this.
I think Skulls thinks it was the call.
Oh, Skulls loves it. He's absolutely a huge fan. Oh, boy. It's like they were caught between two minds. Do we want to run through this or do we want to not? And that indecision, that's all you need to know. As we do have naf picking up the fallen op of Cadian in this 4-on-4 situation. Oh, man. Had a chance there. Didn't quite find it.
How does that end up happening? naf doesn't take advantage of the first shot, then gets the leg shot before being traded with no kill. Yekindar trying to mop up on site, gets two, and just how quickly as he finds two, it's Slacks and Sin combining. And M80 have taken their 6th round, guaranteeing at least a tie score at half. NACS has not been kind. Good start to the round for the CT side of Liquid. They find themselves 2 kills. There is one in return. That's twistzz going down. Sin just wants to hold the gas pedal down, and you can't blame him. He's charging it off. Can he hit this shot? Not quite. Does have an aid. Thought he connected maybe. Wants to finish him off, but it isn't actually the case. Meanwhile, though, Slacks did get a kill with his op, and that means the site has been taken, but yet again, we've got the fight coming through.
Oh
I think this time, though, Sin's aware that this has been a common thread. So it's up to NaV coming in. He gets spotted now as he makes his way onto the site.
Mom's playing it in the open.
Yeah,
there's just no hope.
So many things going wrong, but the half looking good for M80. We're going to throw things to a break. We'll be back with the second half. They looked so much stronger, and obviously that's to be expected. The map does skew T-sided, but this is going to be a difficult one for M80, and the action's already developing over in mid. The dualies actually picking up 2 kills. It's Slacks and Malbs with the dualie kills, and the advantage quickly going the way of M80 as we see Liquid trying to make their way out onto this A site, and that is even proving to be difficult. Yakindar finally gets some blood spilled for the side of Liquid, and another one as well for Yakindar. Cadian even chimed in with one of his own. Do they expect to flank? They gotta know. I mean, he was mid.
Oh, unfortunately, knowing is half the battle. And Yakindar not figuring it out.
You know, sometimes accuracy is not necessary, and I think he pissed around with the dualies. These rounds are not guaranteed. M80 could lose these just because of the way that Liquid has a tendency to play on their T side. There's at least some action developing there in favor of Liquid, but the remaining 2 players looking for openings. I like this from twistzz. What does it turn into? Slack seems to know that maybe one could be here because they realize they've let mid go. And now things get goofy because twistzz has an M4 behind enemy lines.
That's very true. It's all going to come down whether or not Cadian can find an opening, get this bomb down on the site, though. Sin tucking away, gonna find him. Headshot there. That's bombed down. And now all of a sudden twistzz play a little bit harder to pull off. Yeah, he's gonna get the 1, but now they know where he is. Tries to drop down with the flash, but doesn't. I don't think he got it over the ledge all the way, actually. So pulls back off of that play. And now Sin and Rek will just kind of double up together. Not gonna give twistzz a chance at 1v1s. Well, they kind of did, actually. Time, though, the enemy and the bomb well out of his possession.
Still, the round should not have developed this way, and the problem that we were talking about for Liquid in that first half, their money, M80's got to be careful not to fall into that trap either.
Yeah, gonna be a tough one. And yeah, things are going the way of the CTs here pretty easily. Cadian and twistzz, though, making things slightly interesting, but Yakindar is so low on health, that's all really going to be down to Cadian. And he's not long for this world, and that should be about it. So, that being said, Liquid aren't out of it by any means, but
no.
M80's CT side is definitely one of the best to be played against Liquid so far within NA.
A lot of weight on this round. Losing it would be disastrous for Liquid. M80 obviously have a healthy pad built up here. I mean, Yakindar just can't get anything going here over towards E-Box. Malbs, he'll find the opener. He gets traded out almost immediately. Swisher stuck in the corner, has to fight his way out. Skulls just didn't have enough HP to continue in that fight. Sin has to be careful, starts spamming through the smoke. Does good damage to twistzz, but doesn't want to be spotted out. So they'll surrender site control for the moment, but the retake is already underway. You've got 2 players now making their way towards E-Box. NaV from distance, dropping Slacks. It is a 2-on-2, and now it's a 1-on-1. It's Cadian versus Swisher, and Cadian says, you guys have fun over there. I'm going to take the bond to A, and I'm going to plant and try and set up for the win.
Gonna be interesting. Both players low on HP. Swisher already has 3 frags on the round. He's trying to go for the flank play. Cadian seems privy to it.
Yeah. Cadian well read. Swisher thought maybe throw the flash, but then decided to go for the surprise play. Cadian barely survives, so... And then just didn't commit to the bush. Like, they spotted them, and then that was it. They went for a space balk, but they didn't want to land on the moon. Rek, he'll go down first. Sin with an immediate trade as they had backup right behind him. Sin's going to call it out. Plant's coming through on the site. It is a 3-on-3, but it's only 2 players on the site. You've got a late play coming in from mid. That'll be Katie and Skulls. I thought for sure Skulls was done for there, but it just doesn't end up happening that way. And it's a lot of pressure on Swisher. You've got Slacks trying to come in with the scout. It doesn't matter anyway. Swisher's dead on the site. Another round in the kitty for Team Liquid. So as this push comes through, you're going to have this flank play come in from Nav, and that could be backbreaking. But this first shot has to be on the money from Slacks, and it is. It's actually a potential collat. It does damage through to Yakindar. Now they got to be careful of that flank. That play is starting to develop. You've got Naf working his way in through camera, pushes past the smoke. But Sin is watching it. He knows it could be coming, but he turns his back at the worst possible time. It doesn't matter in the end, as Naf was the only remaining player. 1 kill only for Liquid. But, you know, it's funny that you say that, because in this round, that's actually where the action got started. First, twistzz found a kill in mid. It was on to Sin. But in the meantime, Yakindar and Skulls, they're now in the nether region. As they hang out from 6 feet under, Cadian catches Wreck playing aggressive on A main. That'll help balance the scales of justice for Team Liquid. It's a 3-on-3, but there's 20 seconds left. This is this is just not a Liquid style round that we're used to seeing on this map. They're going to be making their way in because, remember, they have light util, so they're going to have to push past these mollies to try to get out onto the site. That sets up Malbs to potentially stop this one, but wait! Stop the presses. Cadian hits a shot from the op. Naf is there as well. They get onto the site in the nick of time. 5 seconds left and they secure the plant. And now it's a 2v1. Slacks trying to make his way from E-Box. You've got Cadian with the op. The smoke is going to give away the position. They know where he's coming from at this point. Does the nade rain true? I was close. Almost had the trajectory just right, but Naf able to find security behind a pillar. It's a round for Team Liquid. So he'll survive for just a little while longer. He's getting plenty of opportunities to do damage here with that deagle. Now the 5-7 is going to show up, and that'll be the first one to spill blood for M80. 4-on-4 post plant. twistzz. It's a one and done for him as Sin swings wide. The pistols, they're a little bit harder to deal with than one might expect. Hold on. Skulls and Yakindar trying to regather themselves. Sin's on site, and now it's a 1v1. Yakindar, full HP, but against a 5-7, time is of the essence. He's swapped out for the op, and it's Sin trying to spell out the position of Yakindar, who is really playing this one exactly as he should. Honestly, I don't even think he needed to peek that. Skulls dropped down to 46 HP because of that nade. They do have some util coming out. Malbs has to be careful. He's burning. He has to fight his way out of this position. There's just nothing he can do. Swisher still in position. He'll get traded out as well. 3-on-2. They're spamming through the smoke looking for bodies. They'll go ahead and secure the plant. Naf there with the defense, trying to keep his teammate alive just a little while longer. Missed shot from the op, and that gives Naf an opportunity.
Damn, it feels good to be an Naffer.
What is happening?
Like I said, damn, it feels good to be an Naffer, bro. I covered it for you. Naf hit some real clutch shots there, but Rex still has a chance.
He's making a lot of noise, though.
Yeah, Kate's like, oh. I mean, if Katie misses, though, that's over with. Its health's so low. So, I mean.
Could have done way more damage.
Certainly. And all of a sudden, despite having the firepower advantage and the momentum, you might say, Liquid find themselves a man behind on this one. Great kill from twistzz, though, on the Sin equalizes. Slacks, though, still holding his ground with the deagle, but misfires. And that could be OT.
Well, you've got this player on A site. They throw the molly out towards cameras. It's Rek who just moves wrong out of position. He might be able to get the kill, but he also has to get there before this op can take down his teammates towards spawn. That's a big one. That helps make this a lot more palatable. There's the nade in towards twistzz position. He's got 7 HP. Yakindar, the last man standing, has to try to fight with the clock. They do have a kit. The first kill will be his, but the second will not.
Particularly in the NA scene online. But their LAN record has also been kind of rough on this map, so I don't really know what to expect.
We'll see how things develop right off the rip. It's quick action from M80. twistzz tried to get things going with the dualies. Did find a kill. Got traded out. A bomb will be planted. And it's post-plant territory. I feel like the round just started. Very quick pistol round coming in. Malbs has the dualies, sees the barrel of the gun. Maybe a little bit of a freebie there. And now M80 can really set up the post-plant position. Skulls and Naf looking for openings. That's a nice shot from Skulls. They don't really need to give anything away. The Gush comes first, the follow-up from Swisher, and now Naf is surrounded and trying to fight his way out of this situation. Does get the kill onto Swisher, but still has 2 targets to deal with, and time is running out. Nice shot as well on Direct.
Yeah,
Naf may lose the round, but he's going to make it look good.
Yeah, he gets a style point for that. Unfortunately, style points do not do anything. Really.
They're non-transferable, too.
Only for, like, credit karma, I think, is about the only thing you get out of them, unfortunately.
They're like a Dave & Buster's power card. It's really only good in one place.
Yeah. Very true. Kindar fitting a frag in there with the Eagle, though, on this post plant. And the retake is well and truly on in the blink of an eye. 3 fall. What is going on here?
Not the round you anticipate seeing.
A flawless retake at that.
After the way that the pistol round went and how they established themselves in the early round there, yeah, not exactly anticipating a flawless round victory. malbs trying to return the favor. That nade does damage, but it actually costs them a bit of a positional setup there as the Deagle that was blinded on the other side of that smoke never really got a chance. Now the Tech-9 comes out, and suddenly Cadian is the only one alive. There's a nade coming through and a molly to boot. He actually runs out of ammo. What is this?
This is the game of Counter-Strike that you and I are collectively commentating in front of.
But yeah, I mean, internationally they've struggled, but domestically, this map's been fine.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So we are going to see some aggression from the CTs out in middle, and it's going to give them a man advantage when it's all said and done. It does leave A site open, though, and M80 will oblige by taking it and putting the bomb down here in just a moment, you'd imagine. Kind of worry about the CT spawn press, though. Swisher will take that up to make sure the plant can go down.
Swisher getting a little aggressive, doesn't spot the player in spawn. twistzz was tucked in the closet, and then the FAMAS kind of just gets the best of him. So we're going to continue on this one. Cadian will take some damage early on. He's down to 47, but it's Yakindar. Will get a kill out of Sandwich. malbs has already pushed up ramp as well. That's a double for malbs. That's kind of the malbs special. And how quickly the round goes back in favor of M80. They find themselves in a 4-on-3. And they're getting control of mid, too, and I don't think they have any idea this is happening. That's allowed Swisher into such a good position. Suddenly, it's Cadian who has to put on his hero pants. As he tries to make his way back onto the A site, the molly's going to land in jungle, and I guess, is Cadian saying save?
Yes. What would Cadian's superhero name be?
Yeah.
I will say this. Liquid has finally, I think, fallen behind enough to where the madness should stop. Like, their money is at a point where they should be finally saving. And we should finally see M80. I mean, these are like fun exit frags and stuff, but
no, they haven't planned it yet.
That is weird. I would have thought they would have already planted it in the site by now. Now I am concerned. There is a way for twistzz to win this. Should being a very key word, because so far this game has been rather chaotic.
You know, it was like M80's hesitance to push anything because of.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought they had already planted B and were
trying to slow them down. There is gonna be one in ladder room, and they clear it, and that is a nice cat take. Just good util coming out to try and eliminate these positions from being a threat. Naf is still on site, and I don't think they're gonna expect this. Depending on how he times his swing, he could get spotted from the players that have already worked their way up the catwalk before he even has a chance to bounce. Still on site, and yeah, now he gets spotted. He just didn't have an opportunity. The smoke came down on the door. That eliminated his support system, and it's again a save. This is the tax that we're talking about that M80 has placed on Team Liquid.
Oh, and malbs steps out and finds Skulls to make matters worse. This op might not even get saved. Cadian able to find malbs, but he could get pressured from multiple fronts now. There's 3 players that could go after him. He's trying to get up close to the flower pot. He swapped to the AK. A good idea for better multi-frag potential, but in the end, Swisher does find him. Grabs the op for slacks. Yeah, local, yes, but big events, no.
twistzz trying to lock it down from stairs. He'll only get 1 for his troubles. You've got Skulls at spawn. He flashes up high and peeks towards ticket booth. And, oh, bye. Nice shot from malbs as Cadian makes an effort to escape ladder room. Take all of that you want, but we're just trying to illustrate that there is.
But the numbers that I put out there
future.
were cumulative across all maps. So, I mean, you're getting it from both sides, man. For Mirage individually and just overall for the event. Yeah, he's been crazy good. Liquid trying to fight back in this round. They have got it into a 3-on-2 situation. Bomb is down in kind of a tough spot, though, for Sin to be able to get back up and grab it, which is going to make things even tougher. And now he's all alone as twistzz found slacks. He will get this plant, but that doesn't really matter much. Yeah. It just depends on if he picks the right timings.
I mean, he's got isolated. If he waits, he's going to get bested here because they're going to come in together. They're going to coordinate. But if he isolates these fights, there's one, there's two. Will he find the third? I think he spotted him towards ramp. No. This is exactly what I'm talking about. 10-2. M80 win the last round. We're going to go to the second half after this break. It was a 1v3, and even watching it, I'm saying, okay, like, you've got a player coming spawn, connector, and T-spawn. So ultimately, like, you've got 1v1s in all directions. And that's exactly what happened.
Proactive, he was, yeah.
If he waited a second longer, he was dead. Yep. And he just got the timing right, and he ends up winning
it. And now they win this pistol, it looks like. And this might be it. It might be an anticlimactic kind of finish to this. I mean, Anubis was awesome to watch. Just to see M80 pull off what I think is fairly called an upset, considering how strong Liquid's Anubis has been and how M80 just don't really play it as much and haven't had very much success when they have.
Liquid, from being able to act at all, there are smokes everywhere. They're not actually going to stop this plant this time around. Skulls has dove through the window, and he's got a Tech 9 up close and personal. It doesn't really make a difference. 4 players survive for M80. As Liquid did their best to get onto the site, now they have to win 10 straight just to go to overtime. There we go. I hear you in Discord. I'll hold the fort down while you get things figured out on. You're right. I'm sure you were going to say you have a ton of respect for the guys on Liquid and everything they've been able to accomplish. But this is disappointing as a fan of NACS to see a team that was once held to such high esteem struggling. The CT side is starting to regather themselves around the map. And as I say that, Rek will take down Skulls into this position from Sin and Dust. It's Yekindar. Yeah, it's Jover.
It's Jover. And what I'm going to say about that for Liquid is, yes, they have Pro League and IM Dallas coming up, but depending on how those go, it might be time to reassess this team.
You know,
but let's not take away M80's flowers. They are about to dot the I's and cross the T's to what will be an appearance at one of the biggest tournaments of the year as far as prize pool is concerned, and the level of competition. And there they have done it. Sin puts the final nail in the coffin of Liquid.